Hey, what's up everyone? This is Snackbox. Hope you all had a wonderful day. Guys, today the Alice chase ended. We got the 5-star soul for Alice, and this upgrade is so powerful. Before we start, make sure to like and subscribe, and now let's get back to the video. So, let's take a look at our wonderful Alice. As you can see, we got that 5-star soul, we awakened her. And now, why is a 5-star soul such a huge upgrade? Let me show you. We only have a 30% chance of placing a smite debuff with a 3-star soul or a 4-star soul. The chance doesn't increase with a 4-star soul. You just get crit damage. Crit damage is good too, don't get me wrong. But with the 5-star soul, we have 60% chance of placing a protected smite debuff. So even better. And alongside this effect, we also get a huge amount of resistance and accuracy. And this allows you to build Alice with a lot of damage instead of focusing too much on accuracy. Now, of course, you want to push more accuracy than just 75. Don't get me wrong, you want to have a good amount of accuracy on her, but with this little boost here, you're definitely good to go. So let me show you her stats at the moment. I still got her in a 6-piece Slayer set. She does so much damage, and that one pinpoint amulet. And I haven't ascended her to 6-star. I'm gonna do that tomorrow. Tomorrow is a gear enhancement event, so I'm gonna do that there, so I can roll up that banner, right? So she has 38,000 HP. 8.5k alone from the blessing, 4.1k attack, 750 from the blessing, 200 from the relic, 2.5k defense, 600 from the blessing, 186 speed. I want to get that speed up by about like 20, something like that. And then 38% crit damage on the blessing. She's at 182, a little bit more than 100 crit rate. And then here you go. 157 resistance and 157 accuracy. Same amount of accuracy and resistance. And this is actually not bad. And the reason why I'm saying this is because in the Doom Tower normal, 157 accuracy is good to place debuffs, and 157, like 160, 170 resistance is also enough to resist a lot of debuffs. So this actually helped me to beat the last stage. In Doom Tower normal, we got the final boss done, and I'm going to show you the run in a second. But yeah, overall, I'm pretty happy with the stats I have here. Of course, the accuracy could be a little bit higher, but as you know, with the relic and the gemstone here, which I covered in the last video, and actually I did a mistake there. I said she needs to get resisted 20 times. No, it's 8 times. 5 times 8 is 40. So 8 times 5 is 40. So it's not 20 times, it's 8 times. But if I don't pull another legendary, my legendary books will go to Alice. Because I think the damage on her A1 will boost my clan boss damage. And she gets a lot of damage on her A3 as well, which is quite nice. The only other option who I could use my books on would be Wukong, but I don't really think he needs books at the moment. Maybe sometime in the future when I want to build him, but at the moment my focus is not on Wukong, even though he's an amazing champion. But yeah, other than that, we also pulled a soulful Taguar. My luck just continued. It's not a crazy soul, but a 3-star soul is good enough. He got cruelty, and I actually had a 1-star soul before that. I bought it from the market, but now we actually pulled a 3-star soul, so this is actually amazing. We also pulled a 1-star soul for Kale, and I went with Nature's Bounty. And because his A1 is placing small versions of poison, I decided to go for Nature's Bounty to be able to place big versions of poison with his A1. I don't know what else to pick, honestly. I think this is the best choice for Kale. And then I decided to go with Nature's Wrath with Fane. I got a couple of people giving me feedback on which blessing to choose, and most of the people said Nature's Wrath. Honestly, I was torn between Nature's Wrath and Cruelty, but I think Nature's Wrath is the better option in the long run because I'm gonna build her with more damage, of course. I want her to do damage on her own. At the moment, she's doing the most damage with her poison ticks and like unlocking damage for the other champions with the decreased defense and the weaken, but I definitely want her to, do some decent damage. And tomorrow with the gear enhancement event, I already have this nice piece here. It's a 6-star crit damage pinpoint amulet, and I'm going to use that on Fane. Then I'm going to go back to that attack banner, which I have here, a revenge banner, which will also boost my damage a little bit, and then use one of these rings. I don't know which one yet, probably this one, because it's a 5-star HP ring. It has attack percentage on it, so it will boost my damage a little bit, and she will have a little bit more survivability. At the moment, she has a defense ring with like defense, HP, but it doesn't really do that much. I'd rather have her do a lot of damage because she's squishy anyway, and those 200 defense won't keep her alive for that long. So I want to go back to like crit rate gloves and stuff like that so she can actually do some work. Because at the moment she's sitting at 67% crit rate, and with crit rate gloves, I can definitely swap some gear around and like rebuild her, maybe get a little bit more speed or like stay around that area of 200 speed. That would be completely fine. So yeah, I'm really hyped for the gear enhancement tomorrow. For the gear enhancement event, we got 5 million silver ready. Still got some energy, which I have to use. And we still have a lot of gear we need to go through, sort out and sell and get some silver back. And tomorrow we're going to upgrade some good pieces we got. Then in terms of shards, we actually have a couple of voids. We got 7 void shards, which is nice. A primal shard, 13 ancient shards, and around 370 mystery shards. So that's hopefully going to be a lot of points. I'm going to be able to fuse the Relic Keeper, which will give me 250 points. And then I can also collect Morag, which will give me 250 points also. We got something from here. Oh, a 5-star legendary ore, which is quite nice. And now we're on the way to 250 energy. So yeah, I really hope I can pull something off with the void shards and get a good champion that is actually helping me. For example, a Cold Heart would be really, really strong, or a Painkeeper, Paragon. Those would be nice. Then, of course, one of the most wanted Void epics is Man-Eater, right? He pretty much unlocks the Unkillable at some point. Eurogrim would be cool. Then, of course, Demeter or Warcaster from the Bannerlords. Yeah, so there's a lot of, epic voids that can actually take your account to the next level, but also rares. And now let's go to the Doom Tower. So as you see, I already started pushing hard a little bit. I did the first stage. The second stage is actually really hard with the Gurgos. Since Gurgo got buffed, he's actually pretty annoying to face in the Doom Tower waves. But yeah, so basically, how did I do this? I got my Taguar up to like 150, 160 resistance, which is not really enough to resist any of the debuffs here in this stage, because you need around 200 to resist the minions and like 250 to resist the dragon. But still, like sometimes I would resist the debuffs or the cooldown increases. Also with Alice, you're actually able to put his skills on cooldown, which is probably the only boss where this works with a champion skill, right? So you can actually put the skills of the dragon on cooldown. So that's what I did with Alice, and with the increased speed of Taguar, I was able to cycle it back more often, so he wouldn't even use his skills anymore at some point. But the only tricky part was to get to that point where you were able to do that. And I actually got some of the run recorded, so let me show you. So I actually started recording this run when I was like halfway in, and I already got the dragon locked out. So the key here basically is to survive the first part, where I have to put the decrease attack on the dragon. I have to kill the ads fast enough so I can cycle the skills back from Alice. And to be able to do that, it's actually really, really nice to have resistance on your champions. I wish I had more resistance on Sabitha as well, because she doesn't need accuracy or anything else. She just needs like survivability, HP, defense, and resistance and speed, of course. But yeah, I didn't have enough resistance on her, but I had enough resistance on Taguar actually. He had like 160 resistance, and some of the debuffs he did resist, for example, the decreased defense debuffs from the ads and the provokes and stuff like that. So that really helped to keep my champions alive, and that way I was able to get that A2 back from Alice and keep the dragon's skill locked out. So That's what you're gonna see here. Of course, when he's using his A1, he's gonna put that block active skills on your champions. But if you're fast enough with increased speed, you will take 2 turns when he takes 1 turn. Or some of my champions even took 3 turns. So that worked really, really well. Unfortunately, he's immune to poisons, right? Otherwise, this boss would be so easy. But yeah, as you can see, now he will spawn the minions for the last time. And he's at like, what is it, like 15% HP? Something like that. That's when I'm deciding I'm just gonna go for his, for the boss. Not really care about the minions at all, because I can just basically finish the job here. So yeah, as you can see, Taguar resists here the blocked active skills even though he's like below 200 resistance. So that was really surprising to me. I don't know why, because you would need around 250 resistance to resist the dragon consistently. But I guess when you have like 160, there's still like a 50-50 chance to resist or something like that in that area. So yeah, as you can see, I put the decreased defense and the weaken on the boss, and that really helped. Taguar coming in with War Master, and there we go. Finally finished Doom Tower normal. I mean, I say finally, but we're not even 1 month in, and we already got it cleared, and that is absolutely amazing. This would not be possible without Alice, or at least it would be way harder. Now we got Alice with a 5-star soul, a 60% chance to place that smite, which does so much damage. As you can see, 1.3 million damage from Alice. Taguar, you can't really see it. Let me move my head out of the way. He does almost 400,000 damage with his War Master, 500,000 damage from Fane, because she can't really place poisons. So her damage is lower, as well as Kale's. He's at 400,000, so this is basically just crits and War Master, and then Sabita doesn't really do anything but heal and bring some buffs in. So yeah, this is pretty much all it was to it. I just had to get that to get to that point where I was able to lock the skills of the dragon, and that means surviving the first couple of turns, resisting a couple of the debuffs. So that was really a key I had to pay attention to, and yeah, it worked, and I'm happy, and I got the void shard. Other than that, we are also able to 2-key Nightmare now. We got this key in the morning before I got the 5-star soul. Now I'm actually doing like 23 million damage to the Nightmare Clan boss, which is absolutely amazing. So 2.3 from Taguar, this is just from War Master. Sabita doesn't have War Master, so she doesn't really do anything. Kale with the 5.2 million damage, he actually got resisted so much, I forgot to swap some of his gear, so he had lower accuracy, or like not enough. 6 million damage from Fane, which is quite a lot, and then Alice with the 7.3 million damage. As soon as I put the soul on, and then later I did another run, I was actually doing 23 million damage. So the 2-key Nightmare is unlocked now. I got it done. And now to get to that 1-key damage for Nightmare, it's gonna be a long time. This is gonna take more improvements, better gear, and area bonuses, Great Hall improvements, and stuff like that. So I'm pretty happy with the outcome here. 2-key Nightmare in not even a month. Yeah, what more can you wish for? Also, make sure to check that market every now and then. We can get ancient shards in here. Don't forget about that. This is really big. 200,000 for an ancient shard is nothing. So make sure you get that. And also, another thing I was thinking about, definitely do all your live arena tokens. Try to get as many wins as possible, because as you can see, we can get up to 90 primal quartz here. This is almost 1 primal shard. I'm like 8 wins away. I'm gonna definitely do that in the next couple of days and have that primal shard ready for the champ chase. Also, as you can see, I won 4 out of 10 today, so not really a good ratio, but you have a chance on a legendary book from this bronze chest, but also the silver and artifacts or these charms come in handy, especially early on when you're like low on resources. This can be very valuable for your account and you shouldn't miss out on that, even if it's painful sometimes because you don't have the champions to win every time. And even if you did, you're not able to win every time. That's just not how it works unless you have a crazy account. So make sure to get your live arena tokens in. Also, the rewards from the milestones are amazing. Also, another fun fact, we are actually in a siege right now, right? With Team Alice. So they matched us actually against each other. We are fighting each other in siege. This is so amazing. How cool is this? I don't know if it's rigged or if it's a coincidence. If it's a coincidence, it's a big coincidence. Like, what are the odds? I think they actually matched us against each other, which is quite cool. It's not like we won already, but we're leading with like 700 points. If you take a look at the victory turn count, they have like 30 turns less and like only 3 less enemy teams defeated. So yeah, pretty cool to be honest. I actually used my battles really early on here in this post. Yeah, really cool to see this siege and that the two content creator clans are fighting each other. And yeah, shout out to my clan, Queen of Hearts. Keep it up. Now, in terms of tournaments and events, we got a dragon tournament at the moment, again with special rules with the demon spawn, undead hordes, dark elves, and knights revenant factions only. We had that for the spider tournament as well. And this time around, if you have Kale, you can actually, at some point, I think I'm able to do it with the stats I have. You can solo stage 13 with like 4 food champions, and this works pretty well. So I'm definitely gonna do that, but I'm also gonna wait for tomorrow because tomorrow is starting the next Dungeon Divers event, and we also have the gear enhancement event, which I'm really looking forward to. But yeah, I'm waiting for the Dungeon Divers event to invest my energy in the Dragon tournament. We need like 1,500 points for the teacup points, which is a lot of energy to be fair, but I think it's worth it. And alongside the Dungeon Divers points and the Dragon tournament points, I'm getting champ training points, which are also already finished, by the way, but would love to get that epic book or maybe even that soulstone would be amazing. And then maybe we can get another crazy soul. That would be absolutely beautiful and complete this soul chase tournament. Not completely, but you know, get another, what is it, 260 points. What do we need for that? Another 6-star epic soul or a 5-star legendary. That's basically what we need to pull, right, to get to those 40 prism crystals, which is quite hard to do. We need to be very lucky, but you know, you got to take your chances. Also, now that I think about it, maybe I'm investing a little bit more energy into the event dungeon tournament because I need to complete the dungeon divers anyway, right? So why not invest some energy in here as well? Maybe I can get another shard from here. You know, the soul stone would be amazing as well. The book, I mean, Forza Chicken, everything in here, but the multi-battles would be amazing. I think I should try at least. You never know if you don't try, so that's what I'm gonna go for. But yeah, that's pretty much it for this video, guys. I hope you enjoyed. Thanks for watching and see you in the next one.